Alrighty. Let me go back here to playing the old game. Yeah, I mean, I just, again, with the feelings of being overwhelmed and stuff with Twitch, seems like taking breaks pretty regularly is going to be valuable. I ought to just treat it like I'm recording YouTube, especially when there's such a small viewer count, I haven't trained myself, of course, like the masters of Twitch who can glance at chat and all that stuff. I'm still not good at that. We're still in unmanageable pain, huh? Let's have a beer. Surely we picked up a beer somewhere. Beer helps with the pain, just like in real life. Just kidding. I don't really drink. Every now and then I'll have a drink. What do we got here? Pale ale, sure. You know what? Go ahead and have a second swig. You earned it, my friend. You earned it. And yeah, I would like to explore. I don't really feel like trying to do skill stuff when we're in so much pain is never going to work out because our focus is so bad. We have Fab 2. I mean, that's it, really. We could raise our survival. We should probably do tailoring's a 0. Yeah, not at 21 focus. I just can't do it. We're still hungry, huh? We've eaten some calories here. I gotta assume this canned meat is gonna go bad. Pickled meat should last longer. It's interesting. Why is it not? Oh, because we're not on the food pile. I was gonna say, why is it not listing all that chicken we had? All this stuff. Look at it. One day for all this canned food that's gonna go bad because it's open. Oh, it's such a bummer. We'll eat the meat sandwiches, I guess, because they have an enormous number of calories. I do like that there's a consume time. I don't remember seeing that before. It makes, and now we're engorged. I ate just, so we're gonna puke now. Man, that stinks. I'm having a lot of issues. I talked about this in the experimental Cataclysm issue. I'm having issues because when you eat things, in this menu, it will not update right away. So you'll eat, we ate that sandwich and it was like, okay, I don't know what it said, honestly. I guess I didn't look at it this time. But then I ate the other meat sandwich, and as soon as we back out, we jump all the way up to engorged, which is not where we want to be. I don't like eating to engorged because there's a penalty, and also because I don't do that in real life. I wouldn't, make a character do that. I guess that's role play. But like earlier today, I went to Subway and picked up a foot-long sub, and was like, man, I'm hungry. I want a whole sub. I ate like 2/3 of it and was like, nah, I'm done. Like, I can't eat anymore, and I'm not gonna force myself to eat something, and I would never do that to my character either. So it looks like we completely glossed over this apartment, which is interesting. How's our Nord holding up? I've been smashing with it. Perfect condition, okay. Is it durable or something? Does not conduct electricity. Doesn't say anything about being particularly durable. What are you gonna do? Oh well. We also picked up a duster, which I should have dropped because they're pretty big. It's fine. We'll loot the apartment first. Yeah, just not a Twitch guy. I don't watch Twitch very often. I'll watch Northern Lion. I've talked about him multiple times on the channel. He was kind of the inspiration for me to start doing this in the first place. Prior to this, I was of the opinion, like a lot of people, a lot of adults, if you ask them about YouTube personalities, they'd probably think of like Jake Paul or something, or what's the other Paul? Logan Paul, that's the big one. People who are, just idiots, just absolute not great people. Yeah, so we vomited at this point and we are nauseous. So we lost calorie count from our stomach. Not great. It's not great. So when you heard Wump, all about swords, huh? What is that? I don't know that book. Magazine contains information about swords and sword fighting techniques. I have no real interest in that. Hello, Zambi. I was supposed to be trying to avoid fighting so we could get out of this pain hole that we're in. Yeah, I think like if you ask like my like grandparents or like older people like to think about YouTube personalities, they probably go to those people who are like famous for being big idiots. I do really like motorcycle armor. Do I want to swap the leather jacket? Probably, almost certainly, right? Let's look at them side by side. And I think that that's an unfavorable view of YouTube. Motorcycle armor better in basically every regard except for encumbrance. This one at least fits, whereas the leather jacket does not. Why? Okay, it's 18, and then if we put stuff in the pockets, it becomes 20. So from an encumbrance perspective, the jacket is better. I'd rather have the protection at this stage of the game, though, so I think we will swap to the motorcycle armor. So lose the jacket and put on the armor. And then, did the jacket contain anything open? There's no open option. Do you not have pockets? It says you have pockets. They're empty. Okay. 2 pockets with capacity of 0.7 liters. Maximum item length 5 inches. Yeah, the item length is new. Still hasn't really been expanded upon. It's just mostly been added to the game. It's not really set the way it's going to be. It will get improved, I imagine, over time. So yeah, people think of like Logan Paul, and like I, of course, because if you think that, then you're like, well, I'll never be that person. I don't want to be that person, you know. Why would I set out to be an idiot and make a fool of myself online while insulting and tearing down other people? It's not something I see as valuable. And if you don't believe that's what they do, then you haven't really seen any of their content, because that's exactly what they do. They make fools of themselves and are disrespectful to others. And it's like, I don't want to be that, you know. So it never even occurred to me that YouTube might be a possible, hobby for me. And then I started watching this guy called Northern Lion because he did a lot of collaboration stuff. Basically, he does a super show a couple times a week where he will have other streamers on the show. They will stream a game together. A lot of times it's low quality stuff. They'll play like mini golf or something like that, and they'll just banter with each other. And I was like, you know what? This is better than a lot of TV shows. Like I would watch this regularly, and I would love to make that kind of content. And so I was like, here's this guy. He's my age, right? And granted, he's been doing it since he was like 20, but he's my age, so like he's older. He's not one of these like, oh, I'm a teenage Fortnite player who got super famous. He's like a 32-year-old married guy who... Did I just pick up an empty bottle? No, I did not. He's like 32, he's married. He does this as a business, and he's intelligent, and he has, solid commentary, and he does a lot of collaborations, and I always really wanted to do collabs. That was like the main thing when I started the channel. I was like, man, I need to make streamer friends so we can do things together. And I was like, if this guy can do it, and admittedly, he's way better at it than I am, for sure, but he's also been doing it for like 12 years, so of course he's better than me. And it just was something that really interested me. Am I still nauseous? I'm not. So let's eat some of this fruit and things. Oh, vegetables down here. Eat a pear. Not a fan of pears. They have that sandy texture I don't really like. Eat some grapes. So you'll see we're still listed as hungry. We'll eat, not the lemon probably. Eat an orange. Still listed as hungry. Let's back out. And you'll see as soon as I left the menu, it jumped to satisfied. And if we wait a few turns, sometimes it will jump up to engorged, even though in the menu it said you were still hungry or whatever. So that's kind of where I'm having the issue, that disconnect, because you would think like, okay, what makes sense between eating something and getting to your stomach is going to take a little bit for your body to kind of register like, hey, I'm not hungry anymore. I believe, this could be wrong, I believe that the top portion of your stomach is what determines whether you're hungry or not. So it could take some time for that to kind of build up in your organ and whatnot. But then you figure, okay, well, I went from eating and I hit escape, which didn't even take any time. So it literally doesn't pass time to do this. So if it's supposed to be on a delay, why is it like a fraction of a second delay? If it's going to be delayed for that reason, it should take many, multiple turns. And it's just something I have to learn the rhythm of. I'm still not... I keep engorging myself by accident. It's a little annoying, to be honest, that they changed it. But whatever. It's not a big deal. What's our map to the north? Yeah, so we don't really necessarily want to go in here because it might expose us to more enemies. I don't see anything. Just be careful. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Close the window. We'll check the drawers and things. So I saw this guy, you know, he's intelligent, he's fun, he's smart, he's witty, you know, and he's my age. And I was like, I want to do that, you know. I want to make commentary where, well, one, I want to make friends so that I can do this with other people. And two, I want to make fun, kind of quirky, clever type commentary. And it's been really hard to do that, to be honest. I need an ice cream, says Jackaholic. Yes. Everyone, it's it's like 85 degrees here. I could do with an ice cream myself. I'm a vanilla man. I know it's simple, but it's been really hard to make that kind of content because like okay, so I'm playing Cataclysm, right? I'm a jokey guy. You know, if you catch me on Discord, 90% of what I say is some stupid joke, right? I'm not a very serious dude most of the time. But then when it's like I'm playing Cataclysm and I'm by myself, nothing happens in the game that's like you can really make jokes off of. It's a very like minimal kind of game. There's no story really. I don't interact with NPCs. No one is playing with me, so I don't have like someone to riff off of. So like my commentary has always been like this me talking about my life, right? Which is fine. And it's kind of become my brand. It's what people expect from me. Oh, it's a roach basement. It's so annoying. Because they're hard to hit, especially when you're not good at melee. What is our melee? We have a 2 in bashing and a 1 in melee. There's no reason for us to go down there. There may even be more that will pop up the stairs. Doesn't look like it. We will take this lantern. I was debating it. I think I will take it. We already have an atomic lamp, so we don't need it. But, you know. It's a game. You hoard things. It's like 90% of Cataclysm. Oh, ice cream. I don't eat ice cream like ever, to be honest. We don't buy it. My one female family member has some eating problems. I don't know what she calls them, so I don't want to, you know, call it the wrong thing and offend someone. She had the stomach sleeve. She had a surgery probably at this point, probably like 2 years ago. She had the stomach sleeve surgery, which is supposed to reduce your hunger. I believe they. No, what surgery did she get? It's they remove and staple part of your stomach or something so that you don't sense hunger the way you used to. And so she lost a bunch of weight, and she was much happier because she's always really struggled with her weight and things. But over like the last year, she has been slipping back into her old eating habits. So like they buy a lot of ice cream sandwiches, which is something that she eats pretty much on a daily basis. So like every 3 weeks to 6 weeks, I'll eat an ice cream sandwich, but I don't really eat ice cream. I don't really eat ice cream. And then my niece was here over English is hard. Memorial Day weekend. And we did a whole bunch of stuff with her. Man, these cargo pants. I don't really know what to do about this. We have backups. Go ahead and I don't know how this works. So if I take off the cargo pants, they're still gonna have all the stuff in them, right? And then if I wear the replacement cargo pants. So how do you transfer items quickly from one container to another? Unload, maybe? Unload. You put in your inventory. Oh, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. So it put them in my motorcycle armor. See, that I don't like. Drop the cargo pants. See, I don't like that because that increases their encumbrance by 4, which I don't like that. That's like 4%. So basically, torso encumbrance is like a direct percentage. So you'll see here we have 25 torso encumbrance. That's a minus 25% to our attack rolls. So that's a flat 4% reduction to our ability to hit things, which I don't love. So if I just unload them, what does that do? They put them in the cargo pants. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I wanted. And we'll keep the other cargo pants for like scrap or practicing tailoring or something. I don't know. What else? Socks, I don't care. Knit hat doesn't matter. T-shirt doesn't matter. Everything else is fine. So we'll just head back out. Gastric bypass. Yeah, I don't know if that's what it was. There are multiple stomach surgery things. I'm not sure which ones are which, and I'm not sure which one she had. I guess it was the gastric bypass. It's the one. Like I asked her one, because I didn't want to ask her. So she's very sensitive about her weight, and I care about her. You know, she's a family member. She's like the one family member who has always looked after me my whole life, even when I was being an abused kid and all that. So I love her very much. And to me, it was like she was having a cosmetic surgery, and I always frown on cosmetic surgeries. But for her, it wasn't about that. For her, it was like, yes, it's going to be cosmetic. Yes, it's going to help me with my weight, but it's also going to improve my quality of life. You know, it's going to, like, she had some knee problems, so she was like, if I can lose some weight, my knees will feel better, etc. So, like, she kind of, like, once I heard her talk about it, I felt bad because I had been like, oh, she's having a cosmetic surgery. And that was the wrong attitude to have. And now I was like, then I was afraid to ask her very specific questions about it. But I remember asking her, like, how it all kind of stays. I don't remember what I asked her, but she said that she has staples inside that she'll have for the rest of her life in, like, her stomach. So I don't know what surgery that is, because, like, I thought the sleeve thing was what she was having, but I don't know why that would have had staples. So I guess maybe gastric bypass. I don't know. There are multiple surgeries, and I don't know which ones are which. So, but she's been. So for me, I eat a fair bit. I have a little bit of a food problem, and for me, it's boredom and sadness. When I'm bored or I'm sad, I tend to eat more. And for her, she said she was just hungry all the time. So she thought that, you know, this surgery that would reduce her hunger would help her to stop eating, because she would eat because she was hungry all the time. And as far as I know, that worked for her. She seems happy. But I'm noticing more and more lately she's been very pushy about having more like not good foods at the house. So, like, again, lots of ice cream sandwiches and cookies and stuff that she had gotten away from for a while. So I'm like, and I'm afraid to ask her questions about it, because I don't want to insult her or make her feel like I'm judging her or anything. Because I love her. She's part of the family, and she cared for me for a long time. So it feels weird to ask her questions, but I am curious about it, and I'm worried she's sliding back. She went to these group therapies right after she had her surgery, because that's what they tell you to do. Because if you're around other people, you know, if you're around other people who've had the same surgery, they support each other, and they understand. Like, obviously, I don't understand. I didn't have the surgery, but the people in her group did, and so for her, I thought it was really good that she was going to group therapy. I'm a big fan of group therapy. I go to group therapy, and she stopped going, and that was concerning. And now I'm starting to see her eat a lot more, and I don't care, right? Like, I don't care if she wants to eat. That's fine. But I know it makes her unhappy, and I'm concerned she's backsliding. But again, I'm not in a position to make that decision. That's obviously something she has to. I could be completely wrong. I could just be misjudging it. Maybe it's not even her ice cream sandwiches. Maybe it's just that they're showing up again at the house all the time, and cookies and stuff. Maybe that's someone else in the family. I don't know. But I worry about her, because I know it made her really unhappy. I know her weight has always been an issue. She's had a really not. Like, I talk about my life being messed up. Her life also was quite bad. Her father was basically the devil. So, you know, people deal with things as they do, and she's still a lot better off than her sisters are. Something here. Oh, that's probably not right. I guess that's a placeholder graphic. I have not updated the Dead People tile set in a long time. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Looks like some cool sound equipment. Looks like somebody had a basement recording studio. I like that a lot. That's definitely a cool idea. I wonder if this, probably Curse Twist did this. Has been working on basements a lot. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these missing graphics. I really ought to update my tile set. XLR cables. My new mic has XLR. I just don't use it for that. It's XLR and USB. Mostly because I can't afford the huge setup that comes with XLR. You need a lot of special cables, and probably like I would need a mixer and stuff like that I don't really have money for. Yeah, Wist was doing a lot of work on basements, so this looks like, I mean, I've never seen it before. It looks like a new basement. Pretty cool. Cool idea. I think basements are one of those things that were pretty lackluster. You know, you would see the same like 6 layouts over and over and over. So it's cool that they're getting some updates. It's hard though, you know, I've often sat and thought like, oh, what could I add to the game that doesn't already exist? And it's hard to come up with ideas. Like, it's one of the main reasons I don't contribute. Fat zombie. I think this is the shed that'll have like a lawnmower in it. Let's just let you come over here. Maybe try to block one of you off a little bit with the tree. Really shouldn't be fighting. Severe pain, yeah. Probably gonna get bit again, given that we're grabbed and there are 2 of them. Please die, you stupid, stupid woman. We're missing a lot. Our strength is down to 10. Let's get out of the grab. And we're immediately grabbed again. Yeah, we need to stop fighting. We're injured to the point where I am now hesitant to be out and about. We also were bit again, which is not really a big deal. But I'm getting concerned about our health. This is about as low as I feel comfortable getting. It is only our... Who puts an alarm on their shed? Also, our strength is low, so we're failing to break through. I really want that thing, but we need to leave because of the alarm. So let's just chill in the front here for a minute and get our stamina back. Zombie spotted. Yeah, where? To our north. He's seen us. Yeah. Yeah. This is what I was worried about. Once that alarm goes off, it's a very loud thing. It draws in zombies from pretty much all around, and because we haven't cleared this area, everything in the neighborhood just came through. So we need to think tactically for a minute. Let's... So obviously the thing we would really like to do is go back to base. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to move into the forest and lose them. So what I think we will do is come back inside. There will be a zombie somewhere in here who's come down to fight us. We should be able to slip by him. My guess would be that he'll be in this area by the time we get back in. We should be able to get up and out the bathroom door. That way those that have just seen us will kind of disseminate around the building and follow into this area. And we should be able to get outside. They won't be able to see us. We'll get into the forest, which will help block our line of sight. And we'll just head south and then go back to our base. Should be fine. Okay, he's even further away than I thought he was. He's not even in the building yet. So let's just wait a few turns. And we'll head outside. Oh, there's one already at the forest. And we're very slow, remember, because we're quite injured. Oh, they did not go in the building. Oh, no. Why? Why didn't you go in the building? Well, that's bad. This plan hinged pretty much on them not being able to follow us. Why didn't you track into the building where you saw me go? Why did you... Because I even waited up here. Why did you go around the building? I don't know. I wasn't making a bunch of noise. Anyway, we can run into the forest and try to lose them, but because of our speed, we would have to run, sprint, and I don't think we can do that. I think our best bet is to go back into the building and wrap around out the front. And that's assuming that more of them aren't coming up here. I'm not going to run into the forest. I think we're going to go back in the building. Run, murder, run. Yeah, that's see murder, run. Probably the right call here. So we're going to dart back into the building. I'm going to wait just like 2 turns to try and lure them further up here. We'll close the door to slow them down. We'll stop sprinting because our stamina is not good. We are quite injured and we are in a lot of pain, which is really going to hurt our speed and things. And we're going to go out the front door. Door's locked. I'm going to go out the window. Child zombie, but pretty... and a tough zombie that I did not see. We will sprint. Oh, our stamina is quite low. We're going to sprint down and around the car. Man, he's keeping up with us even when we're sprinting. This is not great. We need to put a door between him and us or we're done. Okay? Swap to walking because we're dying. We could dive into the basement, but with the roaches, I don't think we'd be able to kill them. These doors are broken. Let's go this way. Close the door behind us. And we should be able to get out across the street. I'm not strong enough to break the door at the moment. So we're going to go out the window. Hopefully we will lose them in the house. And if we can just get into the apartment building, we'll be safe again. Obviously, probably the most dangerous situation we've been in thus far.